From the one and only, this is a Local 10 News Update, sponsored by Wellmax Medical Centers.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Nicole Perez.
And I'm Calvin Hughes, and here's a look at the stories making news on this Wednesday night.
A man who served more than 3 decades behind bars after being wrongfully convicted is finally free. Thomas Raynard James was 23 years old when he was sentenced to life in prison for a deadly shooting. For 32 years, James maintained his innocence, suggesting that his conviction was a case of mistaken identity. He says he simply shared the same name with the actual shooter. In trial, there was no DNA evidence linked James to the case, and the state's key witness has since recanted her statement. James says he has a lot of plans for his second chance at life.
And a lockdown at Miami Edison Senior High School is now lifted following a shooting in the area. Police were called out to the rear of the school at Northwest 59th Avenue and 5th Court. One person was hit by gunfire and taken to the hospital in critical condition. No word if anyone was arrested.
Fire rescue is continuing to fight a brush fire that started along US 1 at mile marker 125. The Florida Forest Service says the wind is pushing the fire northward, creating smoky, hazy conditions for drivers at last check. 1,067 acres have burned, and the flames are only 30% contained. The fire started after the engine of a pickup truck ignited. The driver of the truck was not hurt.
And a 12-year-old student at Crystal Lake Middle School in Pompano Beach arrested for making an alleged social media threat against his school. Police say he outlined a plan to infiltrate the school and, quote, start killing people. Thankfully, no weapons were recovered in the building and classes were able to resume as scheduled.
As breaking news happens, we have you covered on air and online.
You can always go to our website for more information, local10.com. Be safe out there. See you back tomorrow.